because we don't want to miss anything talking to you. It's so great that you're here. Thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, yeah, we don't have any starts. We just
here.
kind of go.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Are you guys on the air right
No,
now?
we're taping right now because we didn't know. how long
Oh,
we
I
had
see.
yet. But
Okay,
we're gonna
great.
air it. We're gonna save it and air it when the movie comes out.
That's so nice of you. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Farah, excuse me. Are you planning on standing for this interview?
Oh yeah,
I
we're
can't-
filming cameras. Too.
I can't see him if I don't stand.
I'm going to stand.
Oh,
So
don't
the
stand.
answer is
But
yes.
I can't see his face if I
I
don't
never see
stand.
Peyton's face.
Everyone's
I know. I never
standing.
see John Jay's either. I'm like this.
But
Wait.
then I can't see Bob.
It's all good.
Have you seen the
do
movie?
that.
You know what he looks like?
Well, he had a mustache in the movie. He doesn't have one now.
Okay.
That was a real mustache.
You
I,
have
I
a-
grow a good
You
mustache.
have really nice eyes in person.
Hey,
thank you,
so
buddy.
I saw the movie. It's called. Oh my God, I'm getting
Normal.
confused. Mr. Nobody. Yeah,
No,
but
it's called Normal.
Normal.
I'm sticking with N-O
And then nowhere.
to start every... Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
Nowhere's next.
This movie was freaking fantastic.
So good.
I called Lee yesterday. I said this movie was freaking fantastic.
Wow.
I loved this movie. And before, it's hard to talk about the movie because you don't want to ruin anything. But Fonzie, unbelievable,
Oh, yeah.
How
unbelievable.
great is Henry?
unbelievable.
So good.
You know...
And Cersei,
And he's
awesome.
the nicest guy. Yes.
Didn't
Lena.
see that coming.
Yeah. Henry is the sweetest guy on earth, and he exudes those vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then so I can't give away the movie.
I know you can't give it away.
You can't give it. No, literally,
But-
John Jay came
So
in
what-
yesterday because we hadn't seen it yet, but now I think we've all seen it at this point. But he was like, it starts off and you're like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, everything goes sideways in every which way.
I mean, sideways for real. And it reminded me of two different things when I was
Sure.
watching it. And my wife came in when I was watching the screener, and so she starts looking it up. She's like, "It reminds you of those two things because it's directly related to."
Yeah.
Can I talk about either
Sure.
one of those?
Oh, yeah.
There's a Fargo
Yes,
reference.
yes.
With the sheriff that died is the detective from Fargo, the TV or the movie, right? That was her last name in the movie.
Yes.
And then there's a
And I was in Fargo too.
Yes, you were.
In the
That's
TV
right.
series. Yeah.
Well, which is
I mean, you
amazing.
can't. Yeah.
Amazing. And then there's a John Wick tie-in too, and that's the writer from John Wick,
That's
right?
right,
And I
that's right.
felt all of that watching the movie before I knew anything about it.
Yes,
which I thought was great.
and there's so many movies that informed this film that this is a fun movie. That's
Very
all it is.
fun
I don't
movie.
want to make it sound like we're making you go to film school.
No,
But does anybody remember High Plains Drifter?
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Totally.
I mean, I kept thinking about that because he's got the whole town and he's got to get
Oh,
them
the
to
whole
work
town.
with them. And
That's
they're
right.
gonna-
Is that where they build a fake town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's, do you guys know this great movie? It's often on streaming. It's called The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
that's
Yes.
not Matt Damon.
Mathau.
Oh,
Walter
yeah.
Matthau.
Walter Matthau.
And it's an old film.
Walter Matthau.
And
Well, they redid it, didn't they? Didn't they redo it?
they did redo it. Yeah, and the redo was good too,
Yeah.
by the way.
Is there-
but,
yeah.
But anyway, it's because the guy who wrote it, Derek Kolstad, who wrote the John Wick films, and he wrote Nobody, and the guy who directed it, Ben Wheatley, this British director, they're just nerds. They're just movie nerds.
How did you become this amazing anti-hero that nobody sees coming?
Well, because nobody sees me coming for real.
Well, it's funny. It was funny.
Really don't.
So in the movie, your character Ulysses, what
Yeah.
it reminded me of is you see that the first opening scene with the jacuzzi or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? And then there's you. I feel like you don't know without knowing where the movie was going. I thought you were kind of like a Ted Lasso guy, right? With this.
Yeah.
Not normal way of policing. You know, like when
Yeah.
you get in the car and you have the bourbon.
Yeah.
You know, you're
Yeah.
kind of like, I'm gonna put you in the jail.
Or
We're all
you
like-
don't write the
Yeah,
actual
you're like,
parking ticket.
He doesn't
Right.
want to
He's a park
do
runner.
anything.
Right.
He
Yeah.
doesn't
I got it
wanna-
like, oh, he's teaching everybody his lifelong lesson. This can be one of those movies.
Oh,
I'm gonna
I
start
see.
That's
I
kind of
love that mislead.
Yeah, totally mislead. And then all of a sudden, you're this freaking
He's
action hero.
Yeah, well, it's just because I'm easy to underestimate.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
wild is it that you're like this action hero?
It's wild.
Right?
But you know what? I thought I could do it because I have that much rage in me.
Just channeled
I'm a
your
really
actual
nice
rage.
guy, but if you ask my kids,
Daddy's
you
a
know.
little crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you seem to have.
it comes out in times when you don't want it to, and
How are you guys friends?
Chris Wataski is a Chicago stalwart. He's
Chris
a
is the
Second
man.
City guy.
Yeah.
Second
Chris,
City.
come up. When did we meet, Chris?
For real?
Yeah, give him a mic.
Hey,
or
now.
some
Hey now.
Good to be on John and Jay Rich in the morning.
Yeah, close enough.
Hey, do you know Joe Bill?
Yes, I
Yeah?
do know Joe Bill.
Yeah, his brother lives on my street. I had dinner with him not that long ago from Second
great
City.
old school improv
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. I was went to this groundling school.
Oh, cool, in L.A.
Yeah.
Oh,
Back
that's
in
great.
'96, back in the day.
I've always wanted to go to Cub spring training, and Bob invited me
Oh, awesome.
just the other day, and I said I'm in. So
Oh, fun.
So
Yeah.
I
people
used to
have-
come here when I worked at Saturday Night Live. I used to come out for spring training.
And Spade is
Yeah.
from these parts of town.
I
know.
know. I love David's stories about living here.
When you're on Saturday Night Live, what was that? Who was the cast? What was the?
Two different casts. I was there. I was only there for 4 years, but there were two different casts. The one was Jan Hooks and Nora Dunn, and
Phil Hartman.
that crew, John Lovitz, and then it was Phil Hartman the whole time.
Okay.
And then it was Farley and Sandler and Spade. So I and Rock and I wrote there, and I was occasionally on the camera, but not much. Mostly I was a writer, and that's what I wanted to be. That's why I got into showbiz, was to be a writer.
Are those
And-
guys
and-
shocked at you doing
Oh,
like
God.
nobody?
Listen.
Are they shocked at you doing that?
So Hollywood, you know how hard it is to get a movie made. So I'm doing Saul. I have this notion I could do an action movie. I'd be willing to train. I'm in good shape. I never used my body. I was a comedy writer. I didn't hurt myself because all I did was sit around and eat chicken and make jokes. And so I start training, whatever. We get a script. It was a lot of work. And then I go, well, I should train. Let's get started. I want to do all my own fighting. But the whole time I'm training, it's very embarrassing. I'm it's hard to train in a stunt gym with real stunt people that's what they do. That's all they do. And they're just amazing. I mean, they can stand there, they can jump in the air, flip around, and land on their back on cement.
I heard you had to choreograph that bus fight in Nobody for like 2 years.
Well, I trained for 2 years. We choreographed it for probably a year, but for fun.
For a year.
It was,
for that.
but it's fun to do that.
It's one of the greatest fight scenes, but it seems like you're always getting in fights in close quarters now. With
Yeah.
these new movies.
It's really fun to play. First of all, I want to be a guy who makes mistakes, in the fight, like hits his head,
Yeah.
hits his hands, misses with a punch. And so anyway, I trained really hard to do it. And the whole time I'm training, it's very embarrassing, but I'm thinking the whole time, if I get to do this, I'm not thinking about making a lot of money or being a movie star or anything. I'm thinking about Sandler and Spade
Watching that going.
and Conan O'Brien and all these guys going, wait, what just happened? What is
I
on
gotta
this
imagine
TV
that.
right now?
right?
Is that Bob Odenkirk, the writer? What happened? What went wrong?
You can. I've heard you on Fly on the Wall with Carvey, and
Yeah.
they seem mesmerized by this.
They don't know
this
what
turn.
to think. They don't know
They're like,
what to
wait, you got
think.
another movie where you're
It's
doing?
just strange.
such a
But I
career this guy
Yeah.
has.
Totally.
I mean, he wrote Rolling Stone magazine rated the greatest SNL sketches of all time.
Yeah.
And number one was Van Down by the River, the sketch that he wrote.
I didn't know you wrote that.
I was
Yeah.
going to
Oh, yeah.
ask you what are some legendary sketches that you wrote? Down by the River.
That's the
obviously,
one.
yeah.
That's the
man.
one. I
That's the one. I mean, look, I struggled writing an SNL. You've all read and heard the stories about how intense that place is.
Yeah.
And when you go there, you're young. You're usually between the age of 23 and 30, and it's your first job, and you're fighting like hell to keep it. And so it was hard for me, but I helped with the Bears. The
Da Bears.
super fans.
Oh yeah, Da Bears.
That was Robert Smigel, but I
That's-
wrote a lot of it.
That
with
changed
So-
the culture of Chicago.
When
didn't
you
it?
when you brought up Nora Dunn, there's a sketch that lives rent free in my
Oh yeah,
head.
which one?
It just leaves rent free, and it's a one or two lines. It's Phil Hartman is Barbara Bush,
Uh-huh.
and Nora Dunn's interviewing and saying, "Are you proud of your son?"
Oh, that's
And she
great.
goes, for whatever.
Oh, yeah,
she goes, he's my husband.
Oh yeah.
He's not my son. I don't know why that just.
That's a
You
great
must be
moment.
so proud of your son.
yeah.
But if I could just continue bragging on my friend here.
Please.
for one
Yeah,
second.
let's
That's
go.
why you're
So
here.
then, yes. So he writes the greatest SNL sketch of all time. He then goes on to create, in my opinion, the greatest sketch comedy show of all time, Mr. Show,
Also great.
which was a cult thing.
Oh, that was with
but for people,
David Cross.
David Cross,
yes. Who's married to Amber Tamblyn.
That's right.
Whose dad was in West Side Story.
That's
What
right.
the hell?
He
Look
played
at that.
Riff in West Side Story.
This guy.
We're
Wild.
doing 6 degrees.
I'm sorry.
But Mr. Show, in my opinion, the greatest sketch comedy show ever created, which inspired an entire generation of comedy people. He then goes on, and he's on the greatest show of all time, Breaking Bad. I mean, like, I think one of the
he's scene
greatest
stealer,
shows of
too.
all time.
He's a
Well,
scene stealer.
I mean, I think it's like Sopranos, Breaking Bad. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
If you
Breaking
steal
Bad is in the news right now. Do you guys know
Oh
that?
yeah. No. What's up?
Because Breaking Bad and I guess they listed Breaking Bad as the #1 show of all time. And the Game of Thrones people got pissed.
Oh.
So now the Game of Thrones people are going on and giving bad ratings to Breaking Bad.
What?
Yeah. I'll find the
Who has
story.
Game of
time to
Thrones
do
did
that?
a better impact.
Game
Who
of
has time to do that? Yeah, right.
Game of Thrones fans are trying
and then
to.
they spin off Breaking Bad and give him his own TV show.
Which is
man.
good, and I cannot say the same thing about the Game of Thrones spin-offs.
That's right.
They're not as meaty. They're just not as
That's
good.
right.
But you got Cersei in the movie, which is cool.
Yeah.
Didn't
Lena
recognize-
Headey.
I was waiting for a love scene there, by the way.
Fantastic.
I
know.
like,
And it's a shame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is
Would
a
have
shame.
been good.
Maybe
It's
the
a
Would've been good.
shame. Well, yeah.
Maybe the
But
director's
Normal, the movie Normal is. So Derek Kolstad writes these great action films, and he sent me 3 outlines for films that I could consider. And this is the one that had the suspense element, the kind of mystery element.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't, he gets right to the action, which is great, and I love that. But I just wanted to act a little and not just fight.
You get to.
And I get to, and then we fight, and then all we do is fight.
Oh,
and
it's
then
so great.
Ben Wheatley, this director, is just the perfect director. He made a movie called Free Fire. He's made A Field in England. He's made so many films, and just has so much fun with the fighting and the action sequences.
Let me ask you something that behind the scenes of Hollywood, kind of. When you watch the movie, it stars you, but it says something like, I can't remember the words, like story by Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah. Well, that's because Derek sent me the outline, and he sent me 3 outlines, and the other 2 were pure action, beginning to end. Guy gets in a car accident, gets out of the car, chases guns. It just goes. And that's fun. And maybe I'll do one of those one day. But this one had this, like, he's a sheriff, something weird's happening. He doesn't know what it is. There's some clues, but he doesn't want to look at it. He doesn't want to think about it. He's a guy who's kind of removed himself from life. And then something goes wrong, and he has to confront, he has to take action. He has to engage with people and the world. He can't just sit in the corner and hide. And then it's just action.
It takes me a second when it goes sideways to figure out why it's going sideways.
But wait, how do you get that title to story by?
Oh, well, I said, can I work with you to build out the suspense element? Why there's money here. So a lot of that story came after. And so I contributed to the outline of what the story was. What he didn't quite have all that nailed down. And so I helped with that.
So then you bring a writer in, and then the writer.
Well, no. So Derek had the outline. I liked this suspense element, and then I say, I have a bunch of ideas for it. He used enough of them to say, I'm going to give you credit.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
He didn't
that's
have
cool.
to give me credit.
What about,
And he did.
Wow.
He
What
chose to for the story. And then he writes the script.
Okay.
And I can write a script too, but he wrote this script.
Yeah, I mean, you
he
wrote
wrote
Van
the
Bound
jokes
River.
in this. Yeah, and I've written a lot of movie scripts, but not many have been made.
Well, do you see there being? How do
One
I
day.
say this without giving this away? Could there be a sequel for this character?
Oh shit, yeah.
I would love that. I kind of want that now.
Me too.
Actually.
Me too. I love this guy. I mean, one of my goals has been trying to play characters that are more closer to me in age. Because Saul was like, guys, I know I was too old for that role. I know.
Not at all.
I never saw that. I never took that.
Well, you
Not at
didn't see
all.
it because we CGI'd my face.
No freaking way. At Cinnabon?
No, in any of the scenes where it's a flashback,
They
CGI out my
Wow.
lines on my face. Look, I told the guys when they said we're going to write a Saul show, I said, you guys, I'm 50 years old. Please take that into account. And they didn't. And I mean, he was great fun to play.
Right.
Saul was great fun to play, but he was younger than me. And he made a lot of impetuous choices that I'm like, come on, grow up, Saul.
Do you know what's
Is Saul
happening?
going to pop in Pluribus?
Pluribus? Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah,
I
I
would
mean, it
love
works,
that.
'cause
Hey,
you
well,
could-
they've got...
Somebody's
Or
gotta survive
you.
it.
You be you as you, right? Because
yeah,
John Cena
that's
was
right.
in it.
That's right. John Cena was
You
in
could totally-
it. That's
and
great.
it's in Albuquerque.
That's right. I love Pluribus. It's only going to get better. You know that, right?
Yeah,
Because that's
for
how.
sure.
Well,
That's
I
how he
s-
builds
I
it.
saw some either an interview or something with it's Gillian. What's his name?
Vince Gilligan.
Vince Gilligan,
Vince Gilligan, where
yeah.
he said that he needed the storylines to be slow, and it reminded me of Saul, how it was
Yeah.
like slow paced story building,
Yeah.
and he needs like 7 years of that.
Yeah.
and then right. Is that-
And then the dominoes start to fall.
Yeah, right.
And
It's like-
it
yeah, that's
just
what he
starts
said.
going faster and faster. Yeah. He's one of the great writers of our time.
Oh God, absolutely.
And certainly of TV.
For
I
sure.
got very lucky. That's how I had this career.
But you know what's be happening before our very eyes? You are becoming our American Liam Neeson.
Oh, good.
Do you see it?
Yeah. I'll take that. You know, I want to do different things, you know, but opening this up, having the opportunity to do action.
Yeah.
First of all, action's more fun than I thought it was. Like, I thought this is a crazy thing I'm going to propose. If I can pull it off, wouldn't that be nuts? That'll make me laugh. If it doesn't work, it'll still make me laugh. You know, what am I risking? I'm not a movie star. You know,
But
it
you are a
doesn't-
movie star.
It doesn't work. It doesn't matter. But it's kind of like sketch comedy doing an action scene, like the bus fight in Nobody. I remember sitting there thinking, this is the closest to a comedy writer's room that I've been in since I was in a writer's room at SNL or whatever, Mr. Show, whatever, because you got a bunch of mostly guys, but there's some women, and they're sitting around, and you're doing this thing, and it's planned, and then you're laughing a lot. I'm telling you, after the director says cut, everyone laughs.
That's awesome.
There's no other. It's just so funny what you're doing. It's so nuts.
There is a sinister, dark hilariousness to the new movie Normal too, where it's like you just have to laugh because it's so
That's right.
over the freaking top.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, it's even over the top for a John Wick movie, I think, in spots.
Yeah, it's Normal goes to places that you usually only see in horror films.
Yeah.
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 But you'll recognize it as a comically over the top.
Plus, there's some really good death scenes.
There's some great
Really,
ones.
yeah,
Ben Wheatley, you can thank him for that.
Should be really happy about that.
Are you willing to talk a little bit about your personal life, about some stuff?
Yeah.
I asked because
Sure.
I've talked about it on the show before. So my dad died of a heart attack at 66, and I freaked out. And
Yeah.
so I went, and turns out I have this calcium score that's high, and it keeps getting higher and higher.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do I stop that? So I do everything. I do red light. I do sauna. I went to Mexico, got stem cells. And I know you were on the set of Saul, I think, when you had something happen to you.
Yeah.
And how have you treated that with your life and health?
Well, it's weird because my family doesn't have heart disease in it, and so it's weird that this happened. I mean, but it did, and I had the buildup in.
You had the plaque?
Yeah, the plaque buildup, and it broke off, and it blocked one of the tributaries to the Widowmaker, and I went down and turned gray, and every bad thing happened. And
They defibrillate?
I got very lucky. 3 times they defibrillated me. 3 times. Didn't work the first 2 times, which is really freaky. And I, of course, was not aware of any of this, but everyone there told me their stories later. The whole crew and cast who were standing around watching me, and they said, because that machine talks. You know, when you put it on the person, it says, no pulse detected, stand back from the body, then it counts down. 10, 9, 8, because you can't be near it, and it goes and your body jumps off the ground and lands, and then the thing talks again and says no pulse detected, or no rhythm or whatever. So it was weird to do it, and to have to do it 3 times was really was the most emotionally traumatic thing for the people standing around. For me, I don't remember any of it. I was working one day, and then I woke, and then I was leaving the hospital, and it was a week later.
A week later.
Yeah. And I remember sitting with the doctor, and I'm walking out, and that's the first memory I have.
So how have you? What have you changed since then? Like, did they put a stent in? Like, what did
they
do?
put 2 stents in, and I mean, I take statin, and I take metoprolol, and take aspirin.
The shot like that?
No.
They
I
give you
just
little
take
pills?
They gave me. They take the little.
I don't have
Crestorol or whatever it is. Crestorol.
I just take these drugs, and I go in for once a year or every other year. I go in and get a full heart workup.
Well, thanks. I didn't mean to.
The truth is, it's weird that it happened, right? Like, I don't have a problem that we can tell. It did build up in this one tributary, and I knew that. I had been told this was happening, but I was also told by a heart doctor, it's not that bad. Don't worry about it yet.
Jeez.
But what I didn't do, the mistake I made was, so I had this test done. You have an issue, but it's not that bad. And then I said, oh, great. And I left. But I didn't say, when should I check on it again?
Oh. Do you remember the pain you felt when it was like?
I don't remember.
Because for me
anything.
now, every time I feel anything, I'm like, oh my god.
No.
Right.
Well, yeah. Like, oh, wait, is that?
No,
oh,
I had no pain. But look, the bottom line is, if your doctor says you should watch for this thing, it's not good, but it's not. You don't need anything yet. You should ask.
Right.
When should I come back in? Because
That's really good advice.
Then 3 years go by, and then I have this thing happen.
Do you think the stress of the show added to it?
I don't know.
Do you know the scene that you were filming? Have you seen?
Yeah,
before?
I
Like,
do.
do you look different before and
I did.
after?
Well, yeah, is it on film?
Yeah. It's the scene where Lalo is talking to Kim and Jimmy and threatening them. And it's a really gripping scene. It's a great scene. And most of it was shot before I had a heart attack. And then some of it was shot 5 weeks later.
Do you look different?
I probably lost a little weight in a couple shots.
Wow.
I can tell you what, it was kind of an awesome thing, because then over the course of the next 3 weeks, every day I would wake up sort of that way. But very quickly I would like, oh, I live here. Oh, this is my wife.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I'm an actor. And it would come to, I remember this happening, and I was so happy for those 3 weeks, because I didn't wake up, the way I do, which is, I got to do this thing. I didn't do this. I hurt somebody's feelings. Did I say the wrong thing? On that morning zoo radio show. Do you guys call yourself a zoo? No,
We do not. I don't think that's been around since the 80s.
No, this is, you guys are a
Back when
zoo.
they used to do cocaine in the morning.
Yeah. We do
But
cocaine
you know what I
light.
mean? Like, I didn't wake up with that.
Right.
I woke
Yeah.
up like,
Grateful.
wow, where do I live? Oh, wow, look at this place. This is pretty great. Oh, wow, my wife is awesome.
But like, are you
I have
doing
kids. They're
Are you doing
great.
cardio? Are you changing? Are you trying? Like, I gotta
I
keep
mean,
my heart. Like,
I
are you
should
obsessed?
probably do more cardio.
But
I
are
do
you-
a lot of working out.
Oh, yeah, you're an action star.
But it's, the action films taught me how to work out.
Okay.
So
Like, did you work out today, this morning, before you came
No,
in?
but every day.
Did you change the way you eat
Yes, I don't eat sugar.
at all? Not even
Well,
like fruit sugar.
no, a little.
Like, what'd you have for breakfast today?
I used to eat ice cream every day.
Really?
Yeah, oftentimes more than once, every day. And I used to drink. Oh, I don't want to wreck people's products.
Oh,
There's a lot of
yes.
sugar in everything you eat,
So do
guys.
I.
If you cut it out, you're going to say, "Oh, it's going to suck." It's not so bad, but you should eat a lot less sugar.
I
and
agree
if
with
you
you.
can do it, because you won't have to work out as much.
Our friend Nick here is a Bob Odenkirk psycho fan.
Uh-oh.
He's our executive producer of the show, and I know he's brought up so many things.
What do you
that-
know, Nick?
What do you know?
Well, you were going through
The Miller
the
beer
career-
commercial that I did.
No, career
I
retrospective.
remember that.
I live in an alternative universe sometimes.
Yeah.
Where Bob Odenkirk is Michael Scott.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
The
okay,
Office.
okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm fascinated by how that went down. And then you actually came back in season 9.
So the guy who adapted The Office, the British Office, for American TV is Greg Daniels.
Right.
And Greg was Conan O'Brien's writing partner out of Harvard. And then they came to SNL 4 shows after I did as a writer. So we all were like a group. Me, Robert Smigel, Conan O'Brien, and Greg Daniels for a year. And we just wrote a lot together and became good friends. Greg left, went to LA. Conan stayed. We stuck together as a group. But we knew each other. And then I had done Larry Sanders and various things that recommended me for maybe playing that role and of Michael Scott. And so I got an audition, and I was happy to do it because I knew the British Office because,
right.
I knew like all the British comedy, and I still do because they're always kind of a little more cutting edge than we, or they can be. They're not always, but they can be because of just the way they think about TV and shows. They do shorter runs. They do more weird stuff. They try stuff a little bit more than we do, and they follow through on that. Anyway, I got an audition. I felt like I could do this part really, really well, and I couldn't wait to do it. I had a great time doing it. I knew Steve Carell. I didn't know him well. Steve and I have had like parallel careers where we've never, except for the Dana Carvey show, where I was a writer and he was.
Oh God, I love that
I
show.
didn't realize that you were
I
a
love
writer
that
on
show.
Dana Carvey.
Dude, the sketch where they would go pay for things and leave.
Yeah.
Freaking that show was hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't help a lot there, but I was a writer there. Yeah, and I knew him from a little. I didn't cross paths at Second City with Steve, but I'd seen him there.
Yeah.
You see each other around, and he seemed perfect to me to play that role, and I seemed perfect to me to play that role. And I probably should want things more. But I don't really care. I mean, if he gets it, good. And then I just get to go do my stuff. I think he probably looks at it the same way. I don't know. I'm not really an actor. Like,
I mean,
I'm
your
a writer.
audition's great.
The
Like,
audition's
if
on YouTube,
Oh, is
right?
that out?
Yeah.
The audition's
Yeah.
out.
So
Yeah.
I come at this whole industry as a writer, as an inventor of stuff. So whenever I didn't get a role, because I did audition for other things too. What was that show? The family sitcom that ran on Fox for so many years, Modern Family. I read for that, and there were a bunch of roles.
Yeah, but it all worked out.
Yeah,
Right?
because
I mean-
as soon as I don't get the role, I just go, okay, cool, and I take out a piece of paper and start writing something.
Okay, wait. So
Do
you
something else.
have Normal coming out in the Machu Picchu documentary. Is there something you're working on right now that we can go?
My
Remember when he
son
was in
wrote,
here?
my son wrote a really great show, and it's called Quality Time, and I think we got a shot at getting that made.
TV show,
It's a TV show.
like a Netflix thing, like.
Well, somebody, hopefully. We haven't pitched it, but we're going to start
Will he be in
pitching
it, or he's
no, he's not in it. I'm not in it. But I want to direct it. It's
Oh, that's cool.
I'll tell you what. It's got DNA of Seinfeld, and it's got DNA of a great British show. You're a comedy nerd. And if you want to see a really great half-hour comedy, it's called The Royal Family, Royle. And it's a family.
I saw it. It's like Airplane. Is it right? Like,
No,
is that the one where there's-
it's the one where it's a family in Manchester and they just watch TV and you watch them watching TV.
Oh, then I haven't seen that.
and they just tear each other to bits.
That's hilarious.
It's
That
a
is-
brilliant show. So it's got DNA of Seinfeld, that show, and some other shows that you would like home movies and stuff.
Do you like dark comedies? What makes you laugh?
Silly stuff.
Like what are you watching now?
Chris Guest. I've been watching all the
Oh,
Chris,
Chris
Guest,
Guest.
movies because
Oh,
of
I know you.
The
Catherine
new
Catherine
O'Hara.
Spinal Tap's funny.
Did you write that one? I know you. I know you from the Olympics. Remember
Yeah,
the Olympics?
yeah.
The
Synchronized
synchronized swimming.
I'm not a
Yes.
strong swimmer.
I'm not a strong swimmer. Is that-
Yeah,
Yeah, Chris Guest
I've been
is-
watching all the Chris Guest stuff because we
She's
lost
amazing.
Catherine O'Hara, and she was the funniest lady
great.
ever.
Waiting for Guffman is a genius.
And all her
movie.
SCTV stuff.
Yeah.
My ground lease teachers are in those movies.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Michael Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Michael McDonald, Michael Hitchcock. Yeah, they were both my teachers.
I mean, they're all good. You know, some are better than others, but you can hang out in any of them. They're awesome. I've been watching, and the award goes to
For Your Consideration.
For Your Consideration, and God. There's so many funny moments in it. Yeah.
And some of them you have to see a few times because they're so cleverly stupid.
I'll tell you what, Waiting for Guffman, I just finished watching Waiting for Guffman again.
So
that
good.
is a
Fred
great.
Willard was.
Oh,
By the way, I'm in
God.
that movie.
Wait, where?
For one, for 1.5 seconds.
What part? Remind me. I've seen it probably 5 times.
So what happened was I'm in full opera makeup, waiting to audition.
Oh, wow.
They didn't use my audition.
You can find it on YouTube though.
What happened was Chris called me and said, "Would you come play a character in this film?" And I was a big fan of Chris Guest and everything he does. And so I said yes. And he goes, "You're going to sing a song, and you have to sing this song because we have the rights to it because we have no money." And it was an opera song. And I don't know opera, but it was a famous opera song. Is it Nessun Dorma?
I think so.
Yeah. Do you know it?
I don't.
You would actually know the melody.
Do you know it?
Is it what they sing in? They
can
play it
find
a
it on
lot.
YouTube, and it's
Is it the one they play a lot in The Sopranos?
Yeah.
Yeah. The wife loves this song and she plays it. Carm plays it. Okay. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, so I got to do an opera song. So gosh, he told me your character's the local priest. He's a reverend. So then I did my joke that I cooked up because he lets you invent your character, was that I was going to be a guy who's like, I have a mass. I'm kind of on stage. It's kind of unfair for me to audition because
You're so good.
I basically act and perform 5 times a week. We've done some really elaborate, we do a rock and roll mass, flashpots in here. So he's going, so I'm just going to go easy. I'm not going to try very hard. I'm just going to, it's not fair to the other people. And then I show up in full opera makeup, like from Amadeus.
Just going in.
And then I belt out this opera song. As it turns out, it wasn't as funny as it needed to be. But actually, it
Find
just...
it on YouTube. It's funny.
It's that movie is perfect, is why I brought it up, because that movie is perfect. You a lot of movies you're like, wait for a good moment, but that movie is just one good moment after.
That's how I feel about Normal. I thought Normal was a flawless movie for real.
You're a good man.
Thought it was a perfect. It's 90 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's freaking funny. It's packed with action. It's like you don't have to sit there and go. Whether or not it's politically correct or whether it's it's woke, it's just a fun movie.
It gives you enough to care about the characters that
it's like an old style movie. Yeah. I don't know why is that, but why is it like an old movie? Because it promises you 90 minutes of movie fun, and it gives you that. And that's such a generic way of putting it. And there's got to be more to it than that. But somehow you sit down and watch this movie Normal. And right away it tells you, we made a movie. Mm-hmm. And you go, oh, I'm watching a movie. This is going to be satisfying like a movie is. And then it is.
It is.
It surprised
and
me.
why is that unique?
You know what it reminded me of? Also, your movie is one of those movies. It was an old, I've only saw it one time, but I remember being so good, was A Simple Plan.
Yeah.
With Billy Bob Thornton.
That's a great,
it reminded me of that too, because you finished that movie, you're like, holy shit, that's a great movie.
Yeah.
And this is a great movie.
Well,
I don't know if you win Academy Awards for it,
just
but
feel it feels
awesome.
like just a movie that you have a great time watching.
It could win MTV Movie Awards.
There you go.
It could win that.
Popcorn.
And that,
please have more.
Right.
Look,
please go see this so we have more of these.
Well,
I want
thank
more
you.
normal.
Thanks,
listen,
guys.
you got to go, Bob. When's it in the theaters? So it's
April 17th.
Okay, April 17th, man. Thank you so much for coming to both of you guys. Chris, thank you so much.
Thanks,
it's so
John
awesome.
Jay. Thank
Man,
you.
So excited. Thank you very much. It was freaking awesome. Man.
Thanks.